What's up guys, it's Rotatokes here with my very first build video. This is going to be for the Magicka Dragonknight on the Clockwork City patch. And let's just get right into it. I don't want to waste y'all's time too much. I'll start out with the sets. Now I'm running one of these new crafted sets from the Clockwork City. It's called the Mechanical Acuity set. It's 6 trait craftable. And yeah, you have to have the DLC or ESO Plus to craft it, or you can have somebody that has DLC craft it for you. Let's go through the set here, and just like a forewarning, I do not have this min-maxed. I was just testing it out. I don't have everything golded out yet because I'm a broke bitch, but I'm gonna give you estimated values of like max stats here at the end. But for all intents and purposes, let's just go through the set. 2 items weapon damage, 3 items spell damage, 4 items max stam and max magicka. 5 piece is when you deal damage, you have a 15% chance to gain unerring mechanical vision for 5 seconds, causing your attacks to always be a critical strike, and this effect can occur once every 18 seconds. And let me tell you, on a Magicka, with all your dots and all the pressure that you should be putting out, you'll be proccing this on cooldown. On cooldown, and to me it seems a lot more than 18, or a lot more often than 18 seconds. So I'm doing sword and board of this on both the front and the back bar. The front bar, I have a precise sword with a divine's shield. I'm running the apprentice for max weapon damage, or spell damage, just for a little bit more sustained damage. On the back bar I have infused with the weapon damage enchant and a sturdy shield. And I have a oblivion enchant on this, but you can run poisons, double dots, snare, whatever you want to use. My monster set is Valkynscoria on Magicka. Dude, I cannot get away from Valkynscoria. It's really just, it's too good. It hits so hard. It procs all the time. It'll proc 2 or 3 times in a death recap. Like, it's ridiculous. Use Valkynscoria, or you can use Bloodspawn, would be the only other option I'd really do here. I have I'm running 6 heavy, 1 light, because I can't be asked to get Undaunted. But if you can get Undaunted, run 5-1-1 on this build. You want 5-1-1 on this build. And then my sustain set is Alteration Mastery, which I have 3 jewelry and then 2 on the body. I'm running 3 impen. My shoulder is divines, I wish it was better, and training helmet, sorry. I'm running 3 impen, the rest sturdy, just for some extra blockage. If you don't know what Alteration Mastery does, is magic recovery, spell crit, and then everything is reduced by 6%. Your ultimate, your dodge roll, your block, all of your abilities, everything that costs something is reduced by 6%. Break free, sprint, everything. Ultimate is number 1 thing there. I mean, if you play Magicka, you know ultimate is your bread and butter. You use your dragon leap to stay alive. Let's get into the stats real quick. Let me buff up. Self-buffed here. I'm sitting at 34k max magicka, but that's with purple enchants and all purple. The only thing that's gold is my jewelry. So if you golded out your armor and weapons, or at least your shield and your armor and stuff, you're probably gonna get close to 36k max magicka, which is awesome. Spell damage is sitting at, your max health's at about 17k, that's without battle buff. In Cyrodiil, you're at about 23,000 max health. Max stam is sitting just under 12k. Spell damage buffed up about 2,500, but that's, once you get that weapon damage enchant procced, you're close to 3,100. Or you're about 3,100 with everything buffed up there. Your recovery 1486, I know that looks really low, but let me tell you, with those that reduced cost, it's it's not that bad on as far as sustain. It really isn't. Resistances, you're looking at 26k spell resistance, 21.5k physical resistance. You got about 25k, or you're about 29% spell crit, and then 2500 crit resist. You're pretty tanky. I mean, you can hold block for a while, you got a good stamina sustain, and as long as you keep up your Ignis Shield and your Burning Embers, you're not really gonna die in a 1v1, 1v2, 1v3. Once you get up there, I mean, you know how to play Magicka. Just keep your stuff up, and this is really, really gonna be nice. We'll get into the skills, show you how I sustain a little bit here in a second. I want to go to my champion points first, get that out of the way real quick. I have 11 in Siphoner, 13 in Bashing Focus, 26 in Warlord, 100 points in Arcanist, 42 into Tumbling, 38 in Shadow Ward. You could, whenever you're, I mean, you could take away some of this out of Bashing Focus and put it into Shadow Ward if you really want to. That's just kind of preference. I have 27 into Blessed, 61 into Elfborn, 100 into Elemental Expert, and 17 into Spell Erosion. 25 into Thaumaturge, 76 into Resistant, 60 into Elemental Defender, 66 into Hardy. You could take some out of Resistant, honestly, and split it up between these two. Bastion, 28, just to give your Igneous Shield and your Hardened Armor a little bit of a buff. I'm not perfect with champion points. I'm not a champion point master. It's just, it is what it is, and this works well for me. Alright, and let's get into the skills. For my front bar, I'm running Flame Lash, Burning Embers, Engulfing Flames, Choking Talons, and Fossilize. I mean, you could switch this for Burning Talons. Either this is just a preference one, but you don't really want to do anything else with this bar. This is beautiful. This is your standard front bar on a Magicka, I feel like. If you don't want to run Talons and Fossilize, throw Inner Light here, or you could put your Entropy or whatever on this bar. And then we're using Ferocious Sleep as our ultimate. This is going to be like, I don't know, you're going to really rely on your burst lineup with your Ferocious Sleep, your set proccing, giving you all that crit, your Valken Scoria. Like, you want, when you hear Valken about to come down and you have a leap ready, you want to get that shit out there, especially if your set is procced and everything's going to crit. Back bar, we're running, don't laugh at me, this should be Entropy. This right here should be Entropy. But right now it's Molten Armaments. But just remember, this is Entropy. Draw Essence, for when you're outnumbered, man, this helps a lot with your sustain, and you could really line up your bursts with it. You can do Inhale, or I'm sorry, the one that interrupts, it's cool too. It's more, this is your flex spot right here. If you want to run both your Talons and your Fossilized, you can go here and put your Inner Light here, or whatever it is you want to put there. Coagulating Blood, gotta have that. That's your burst heal. You pop Igneous Shield and a Coagulating Blood, as long as you got some Magicka in there, you're gonna heal up. And then Hardened Armor. I like this because if I do get low on Magicka, as opposed to Volatile Armor, it's a really low cost skill, and it's a good enough shield that if you can pop it a couple times, spam it if you have to, you can get around a corner, you can pop a potion, you can get your sustain back. And then I run Devouring Swarm as my backbar ultimate, just for a oh shit moment when you're outnumbered and you think you can kite away. Pop that, pop a couple of Draw Essences, you'll be good. You can use the standard, you can use Sword and Board ult if you want to be absolute aids. But yeah, that's just what I use. make sure you got all your passives, obviously. When all those passes, all the sword and board passives. I have one piece of light, so I'm using these, but if you're doing 5 on 1, I mean, do with your skill points what you will. Obviously, you want all the heavy armor passives. I am a vampire, obviously, with Devouring Swarm. Oh yeah, you can put Mist Form, Elusive Mist, instead of Draw Essence or Talons if you want to. And yeah, I'm a Dark Elf. I am a Dark Elf. That you want to be, if you're Magicka, you could be Argonian, I suppose, but be a Dark Elf, really. Just be a Dark Elf. But that is about it, guys. That is my build for the Clockwork City patch for the Magicka Dragonknight. I hope you all enjoyed my first video, for my first build video, and if you did, hit it up with a like, make sure you subscribe, and have any questions, comment down below. Thanks very much, guys, and have a great day.